This meeting is being recorded.
In Chapter 2, Problem 12, we're given multiple cases here where we're shown some curved arrows, and then we're asked to determine if any of these arrows violate the two rules described. And then we're asked to describe the violation. So we want to know which rule is violated and why. So in Example A here, we have a nitrogen atom that already has a +1 formal charge. So it has 4 bonds already to it, right? 2 carbons and 2 hydrogens. And removing a curved arrow, that would create another bond here. So this would violate rule number 2 listed down here, which is cannot violate the octet and have more than 4 bonds, is another way of saying that. So we'll say this violates rule 2. Molecule B, we're going to look at the movement of the electrons in the double bond from the carbon to the oxygen to being on just the oxygen. And this structure is okay. This does not, after this curved arrow movement of electrons, that structure would be fine as well. So that does not violate. So C here, we have movement of these pi electrons again. So this bond here would be created. And we're told to remember that there are hydrogen atoms omitted at times. So there would be 5 bonds to the carbon atom here, and that would violate the octet. So this would be rule number 2 again. Next, we have, again, a violation of octet. If we moved those pi electrons, formed a double bond in molecule D over here instead, that oxygen atom that already has 2 bonds and 2 lone pairs would exceed its octet. So rule number 2. Then we have down here, with molecule E, we would also violate the octet when these electrons are moved. The oxygen is fine, but this carbon over here now would have 5 bonds, so that would violate its octet. Next, let's take a look at F. So we're seeing the same rule over and over, rule number 2. That's the case again with F. If we moved that double bond down here, this carbon atom already has a full octet with hydrogens, so that would be exceeded. And then let's see, we have G here for the first time. This is now rule number 1. We would break a single bond here, right? And we would also at the same time be giving 5 bonds to the carbon atom over there, right? If we move those electrons. So we would violate rule 1 and 2 actually here. So in this case for H, this violates rule 1 again, because we break this single bond here. And then we also violate rule 2 when we move those electrons over. These carbons already had a full octet, so we break rule 1 and 2 with structure H as well. So there are 4 more problems for number 12 from chapter 2, so see if you can try those on your own.